one of 100 sets. The same interview 100 times. Oh, hi. Sure. I am Zachary Burda, or Zach, or Zachary, and I started my entrepreneurship path already in high school. I was studying in Salanlukia in Lapland, and there I did a few web projects, and for some reason I thought it's a great idea to ask local businesses if they need some websites. So I did so. To my surprise, some people actually needed them, and I got my first client then, and since then I understood that business is something for me, and entrepreneurship became a part of my life. And now I'm working on the Mimiqit, the must-have app for anyone who is passionate about dancing. Mimiqit is a helper app for your social media. For example, if you have found some dance moves in TikTok or Instagram which you want to learn, or to record video of yourself doing the same, then you can just upload the video to our app, record a video of yourself, and we will give you feedback, score, and also a video that is ready to be published on your social media. And it doesn't matter if you really want to just learn a dance or you need some content for your social media, Mimiqit is something that can help you with. My first hackathon was already in high school. I took part in this takeoff part of Slash, and it was half-day hackathon, and at the end of the day we had an opportunity to get into Slash and look around how it is inside. Then my first really hackathon during my studies was in Dash, and it was pretty cool. We had amazing team, hotel, room, snacks, and so on. But then the one which changed everything was the first Junction I had. It's the first technical hackathon. Then I learned a lot about software engineering, much more, and also I met amazing people, and we built something cool. So I fell in love in hackathons after this, and had over 10 more others after that. So yeah, in my opinion, hackathon is like the best way to learn more and improve your skills in software development, meet some smart people with whom you can later do some software development projects. And yeah, just have fun. It's actually a lot of fun, even though you work. Challenge there was the Huawei one, and the goal was to create a solution to activate the younger generation and kind of prevent these sedentary lifestyle problems. And we came up with an app similar to TikTok. It would have the feed, and instead of just watching videos, you would be able to actually dance to them. You could click a video you like, replicate the moves, get score, and so on. So yeah, we built this product which would combine something that younger generation loves, the social media, and with something that helps to get healthier, the movement and the dancing. I personally was working on the machine learning path, and it would include the Python, the TensorFlow libraries for pose detection. The app itself was built on React Native with backend in Node.js, and for database we had the MySQL and then Prisma. To deploy all the stuff, we didn't use any cloud services. We had it in Docker. It worked well for demo purposes. So yeah. We had 4 people. I personally was working on the algorithm, the core tag that would compare the example dancer to the video. The other 2 guys were working on the mobile app and the back end of it. So at the end we managed to glue everything together and produce the demo we had. One of the biggest challenges was scaling the dancers. For example, when we compare a child to an adult, we understand that the height will be really different. and we need to kind of scale them a little bit so I can compare the distances between the different parts of the body. It would work in the way that there's, for example, dancer and the video that user just created. It would map each video and understand where head, leg, hands are, and then compare those. So scaling is important. Also the mathematical formula behind the actually grading the dance moves and giving the score is something I had to spend a lot of time finding. But yeah, essentially we made it work, so like yes. Oh, absolutely. I think Junction had the best atmosphere and environment for making something cool. I'm not sure if I have ever seen so many talented people under the same roof. So many people from different countries working on their projects, everyone really focused. And yeah, it was an amazing experience. And of course it helped a lot. We had everything needed to just focus on the project and make something cool. We didn't need to think about food, anything, everything was there. And under the same roof with the other hackers and software engineers. So yeah, it was really amazing. Sure, the representatives of the challenge, the Huawei people, they helped a lot understanding the problem and helping us to kind of move to the right direction. So yeah, we got a lot of help from that. Also, there was some advisors teams could book their time with and get even more feedback. But we were so busy we didn't have, unfortunately, time for that. But otherwise, yeah, there's a lot of opportunities to get feedback, which is really important when you build any product. I found out pretty quickly that building a demo is a much different thing than building a working product and startup. So it requires a lot of research. Market research, user research, customer research. We need to understand what our customers actually need. We need to talk with target audience, bring them the product, get feedback, iterate further, and actually develop something that people need, not something we think would be cool to develop. That's the biggest difference between having fun and learning and developing like viable product that people would use. So yeah, a lot of research, a lot of talking to the customer. That's something you definitely have to do if you want to proceed and make and build a startup. For short term, we now looking for funding. We need more all the time. We have enough for a few next months, and we got a lot of help from different companies and parties. Now we're also working on the app that we will release in June, so just about a month. And then we will be eventually able to show to the world the application, get the feedback, talk to the customers, the customer research, understand what they need, what they think is cool, what they think is redundant, and then develop an even better product. So yeah, and in long term, we work on a project which we hope will be as famous as TikTok or something like this, because dancing is pretty popular in many social media. Dancing content is one of the biggest kind of fields and the biggest content they produce. And with our solution, people can learn dancing or create content for social media. There's a lot of demand. So yeah, we're looking into actually developing this and making something big and creating impact. And we also don't forget about that many similar companies like us at some point were eaten by bigger companies. For example, the company who developed the lip sync for social media was pretty quickly bought by Facebook or TikTok the time then when they got some traction and other tools. So we also understand this is possible and we prepare for this. There's a lot of ways we can go to. First advice is please go to hackathon, try it. If you didn't try it before, you will not regret it. It was never in my life when I went to hackathon and thought, damn, maybe I could have spent this time better. No, never happened. And I'm really happy to see when some hackathon is announced. I'm really quick to go and sign up for it because it's an amazing opportunity to meet your potential teammates, your co-founders for your startup, and learn a lot of more new about the tech and go and try some hackathons. I'm not sure if I would be in the place I am now without hackathons, because it is essentially a kind of startup experience. In 2 days, you have to build a team, you have to come up with a solution for a challenge, you have to develop it. If you have time, get feedback from representatives of your challenge or users if you're lucky, and improve it. And then at the end you present it, you pitch it. So essentially in a weekend, you live a short life of startup. And this will give you so many essential skills then in your journey in maybe work life or in entrepreneurship that you definitely will be happy to utilize. So yeah, really amazing and useful experience, all these hackathons, and definitely helped me to do what I am doing now.